I don't know what tape you're referring to, George. I saw media reports that Tom Homan accepted a bribe. There's no evidence of that. And here's, George, why fewer and fewer people watch your program and why you're losing credibility. Because you're talking for now 5 minutes with the Vice President of the United States about this story regarding Tom Homan, a story that I've read about, but I don't even know the video that you're talking about. Meanwhile, low-income women can't get food because the Democrats and Chuck Schumer have shut down the government. Right now, we're trying to figure out how to pay our troops because Chuck Schumer has shut down the government. You're focused on a bogus story. You're insinuating criminal wrongdoing against a guy who has done nothing wrong instead of focusing on the fact that our country is struggling because our government's shut down. Let's talk about the real issues, George. I think the American people would benefit much more from that than from you going down some weird left-wing rabbit hole where the facts clearly show that Tom Homan didn't engage in any criminal wrongdoing.
It's not a weird left-wing rabbit hole. I didn't insinuate anything. I asked you whether Tom Homan accepted $50,000, as was heard on an audio tape recorded by the FBI in September 2024, and you did not answer the question. Thank you for your time this morning.
No, George, I said that I don't.
Up next, we'll be right back.
What's harder, peace in the Middle East or ending a government shutdown?
Well, I think the hardest is this. This has been going on for 3,000 years. The shutdown's only been for 10 days. So I think the shutdown, it's gotten to be almost customary, but we're taking care of it. We've got the military paid in full, and we're doing a lot of things. We're ending some programs that we don't want. They happen to be Democrat-sponsored programs, but we're ending some programs that we never wanted, and we're probably not going to allow them to come back. I think they made a mistake. I think they made a big mistake. This is really a Schumer shutdown because he's become sort of irrelevant, and he wants to make himself relevant again.
Well, joining me now is elections correspondent at The Federalist, Brianna Lyman. Brianna, thanks for joining me. This government shutdown continues and the Democrats continue to embarrass themselves. Let's take a look here as House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries gets into a public spat with Republican Mike Lawler.
You voted for the one big ugly bill, correct?
I voted for a tax cut bill that gave the largest tax cut to Americans in history, including, by the way, the average New Yorker getting a $4,000 tax cut. Are you against that?
You're embarrassing yourself right now.
You want to cut the standard deduction in half?
The
Is that
largest
what you
cut
wanted
to
to do?
Medicaid in
No, we
American
voted
history.
out
You voted
waste,
for that.
fraud, and abuse, by the way.
You voted
Tom DiNapoli, the
for a
Democratic
permanent-
controller of New York,
Let me ask you a question.
pointed out that $1.2 billion were wasted.
Listen, you're not going to talk. You're not going to talk to me.
Wasted.
You're not going to talk to me
fraud
and talk over me
non-New York residents
because you don't
getting
want to
paid.
hear what I have to say.
Brianna, what did you make of that?
Democrats are holding the government hostage right now, and they're trying to do everything they can to deflect from that, which includes people like Hakeem Jeffries trying to have viral sound bites to make it seem like he's fighting on behalf of his own constituents and on behalf of Democrats nationwide. And that's simply not true. The crux of this entire argument is Democrats during the Biden years, they agreed, they voted on temporary extensions for subsidies for the Affordable Care Act that they knew would expire this December. When they cast their vote for these temporary subsidies, they knew they had an end date. If they had so much of a problem with an end date, why did they vote on the legislation to begin with? And Republicans and Democrats have now both, some of them have agreed for a 1-year extension of these subsidies. That way, we can get the government open, give Democrats what they want, and in the next year, work towards a permanent agreement or negotiation. And Democrats are refusing.